Karangalan po ng Hataw Pinoy para ma-interview po ang isang legendary breeder po rito at that has been a source of good bloodlines, Mr. Paeng Araneta. Good morning, sir. Okay. Paeng, alam mo kasi a lot of people are asking lemons. What are the lemons? And even then na meron silang lemon na straight comb, ang coined name, Lemon 84. Ano ba talaga ang Lemon 84 na ginawa ng isang Paeng Araneta?
Ang Lemon 84s or the lemon hackled Duke Halsey chicken are what they are, Duke Halsey chickens. In bloodlines, Duke told me that they are Hatch Butcher Clarets. Okay? But obviously, they had been set as a strain because through the years, they have remained as they are. They have retained a certain ability in the pit where they cut good. They have a certain defensiveness with precise timing. So over the years, they have lasted. And here in Negros, I would say a good 70–80% of the people still have them, meaning the people that breed the chickens here.
We're talking distinctively about the straight comb lemons.
The straight comb and the pea-comb lemons are one and the same. Okay. I had two lemon broodcocks at the start. One was a straight comb, the other one was a pea-comb. The pea-comb was the one with the leg band number 84. There was something musical about 84, you know, the name and the number. You know. And also, the pit record cannot be disputed. They were winning. Many years ago, say 30 years ago, I think they dominated the game. They were winning more than their share of wins. The straight comb one was a brother to the pea-comb one. They were full brothers. They were marked left in from Duke Halsey. And I asked Duke about it, and he said, they're one and the same. In fact, he showed me the broodcock of the lemons. It was a pea-comb. Now, in construction, they are Hatch Butcher Claret, like I said. Yeah. When you inbreed them, every now and then, you'll show green-legged chickens. I like them when they come green-legged chickens because they fight exactly the same, but they are stronger. They're stronger than the yellow-legged. But there's actually no difference. Some people prefer the yellow-legged because they say the so-called fighting style is there. Fighting style of the lemons, I don't know. I'm not one for looking for style. I look for cut. I look for cut in chickens. You know, to me, any bird with cut will have his share of wins. In the end, you look at the chickens that move a lot, fly a lot,
or shuffle a lot.
Okay, but you have one that throws well-picked blows, and they win more.
Yeah, right.
So there must be something about that. There must be something about that. That good chickens are just good cutters.
Your breeding of the lemons from the start, and your breeding of the lemons as of now, how would you evaluate the lemons that you have bred?
I would sound presumptuous if I said I had kept them as they are. Okay? I have kept them to be fighting the way they used to fight, but they're not the same. I had infused some blood into them to keep them from straying from the standards we set because, first of all, chickens have to be game. Without gameness, they're not worth anything. The lemons fight good. They have a certain style where they clip rushing chickens. And when you rush into them, they kind of evade when they're on the ground. So they pick the shots.
With that kind of statement, kasi this is the opinion of a lot of people, when they have bred, for example, lemon sweaters, and their percentage of wins have improved.
You know, chickens that cross good will cross good on anything. As a matter of personal preference, I would always look for gameness first before I put my chicken into any new blood. But you mentioned sweaters and lemons. They have helped each other.
Yes.
A lot of breeders I know who bred that have had their wins their share of wins.
Yes.
They've been winning quite a bit. That means on both sides, the blood was just freshened up. They just made them more vigorous.
Yeah. Paeng, are you still producing the lemon 84s or the straight comb lemons that you have?
Of course, I still am. They are my signature chicken. And now I have them at a point where you cannot distinguish between the straight comb and the P-comb. They are one and the same. They are one and the same. I have put some good solid blood into them, and I have tried every device in breeding to keep them as they are, to keep them vigorous. Because if, like any old blood that you try to continue over the years, after a while they'll get stale. What I had done was I had moved breeding areas. That helps to freshen them up too. But I keep them. They are my chickens.
Everybody talks about lemons in almost any magazine or TV or computer internets. But how do you really distinguish the lemons as per se lemons created by Paeng Araneta?
You would go by a couple of criterion. One is, what do they look like? Generally, they are light reds, although occasionally some dark red would come with a lemon ring around the hackles. And like I said earlier, I had them to come with green legs. And I like them very much when they come with green legs. But the ultimate criterion to go by is their performance in the pit. Do they move like lemons? Do they cut like lemons? That is the only distinguishing criterion.
Mga kahataw, I hope you learned something from the interview with Mr. Paeng Araneta as he gives his point of views about the lemons that he has created since in the 60s. And at present, he still has them at 2009. We are very much privileged to be granted this interview from Mr. Paeng Araneta. Thank you very much, Paeng.
Thank you.
Okay.